Well, it's January 25th, I think, and it's actually 55 degrees today, so I came out here to get into a couple of my hives. And this one had low numbers, had plenty of stores. There's lots of honey in here. Lots of frames with honey. It's really heavy. It's probably, I bet you this deep is 80 pounds. Well, probably not 80 pounds. I bet you this deep is 50 or 60 pounds. And I knew they were in trouble. You can see I put some sugar on them. I got the newspaper all wadded up there with the sugar, and inside that's a bunch of sugar. Because I could see that while there was bees and while there was plenty of honey, it was a small cluster, and they had eaten, it appeared like they'd kind of eaten the stores where they were close to. And the only way they were going to be able to get to the next frame is if they could reach some food on top of this frame here, which was sugar that I put on here on top of that newspaper, and they'd be able to eat the sugar and hopefully get down to the next frame. But that didn't happen. You can tell I'm not wearing any protection that there's no more live bees in this hive. They dwindled to a point where they couldn't get around their hive. They couldn't get to their food. Even though there's honey on some of the frames, they couldn't get to it because their cluster was too small, and they ended up dying where they're at. So I'm just taking this apart right now just to kind of see what it looks like. This is the back side of the cluster. There's some bees still in the holes there. What they do is they put their heads in the holes. And so on this side of the frame, they stuff themselves in cells and kind of group together, and then the other side of the frame is usually a group of bees all clustered together with their heads in the cells, and then a bunch of them stuffed in around and on top of the other bees. So this unfortunately is where they ended up dying. They just didn't have a big enough cluster and couldn't reach food and couldn't make more bees, and that's a recipe for disaster. So I am gonna open this up real quick. I want to see it. Not the greatest video because I'm one-handed, but here's what it looks like when you don't have enough bees and they don't have enough food. That's where they ended up. There's bees up there. There's bees down there. They've been dead for a while because they're moldy. Sorry about that. There it is. So you can see there's no honey that they could get to. And when I put on sugar, it was right on top of these frames, so this would have been up and there was sugar, but they didn't get to it or were too weak and didn't try or whatever it was. But this colony is a dead out. I do have a bunch of good comb that I'll be able to use for hives next year. You know, I do have a whole bunch of honey that I can feed my other bees. But for whatever reason, this just didn't work out where they are right here. Here's my other bees, which I put up some videos of before, but it looks like that hive, the purple one or lavender, is doing good. The blue, there's a lot of dead bees at the entrance to that hive, and there's no activity today. So that is ominous. The brown hive there that says Billy's Bees, that's got plenty of bees going in and out of it. Looks like some pollen coming back in. And the one on the end, the blue hive, has plenty of bees. And I have an observation hive inside that's still alive. So I've got 4 hives, but I've lost one for sure, possibly 2. That double one right there in the middle, and for sure the one I just opened. These in the middle are empty, and that white and brown one is my friend's hive, and I haven't seen any activity there, so I think they're probably dead too. Did treat for mites, did get the mite count down, and I thought we had enough food and storages in all the hives. We didn't harvest honey this year, so we're going to now, though. We got a lot of honey, but not a lot of live bees in these hives over here. So lost 2. That one in the white, and that one all the way in the end that we just opened up. So disappointing, but you learn, and got to keep going and see what I can do to keep these other hives healthy and do splits in the spring. And there we go. Thanks for watching.